Por favor.
Por favor.
¿Dónde es biblioteca? Anyways, hello everybody. We are back live with DBP versus LOT, Legends on Tap. Now, the question is, what kind of changes do you think will come out in terms of pick bans?
To be honest, I don't necessarily know. I think what we're going to be looking for is, maybe a more.
I think an Ari
Honestly,
ban
a
might come
more-
out.
Yeah, Ari ban. Speaking of which,
Or it could be an early Ari pick as well for Legends, Pirates of the Top Hat, not Legends. I almost said Legends of the Top Hat, and that's not a
Legends of the
summer
Panic
name.
at the top hat. It's like there's a
I mean-
frog in a hole.
They married each other. You know what? It's what it is.
Is
I
it
pronounce you husband and wife.
fan fiction?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Anyways, we are waiting on this pick ban right here. But so I think in terms of pick bans, I think similar bans is still going to come out. Perhaps an Ari ban, perhaps a Sion ban, maybe a Lysandra ban. But otherwise, most of the pick bans should be relatively the same. What I'm looking to see is, do they pick the right champions? Do they first pick the right champions? Do they pick the right champions in the first rotation? Because champions going to be taken away through bans or through picks or what have you. So they're going to have to prioritize certain champions that both teams play really well. For example, the Ari is a good one. For example, AD carry that both Fudgy Ditters and Sir Everett's could be comfortable on. Support, it could be a lot more flexible, so I'd wait on that one. But an early pick jungle can also be beneficial as well. So we'll see. The first ban coming in though for Tahm Kench against Euros.
Was not ready. I'm going to it now. Sorry, stream.
See the first Tahm Kench ban. Really don't want to see that Tahm Kench from Legends on Tap. And then we see a Lee Sin ban hovered for Jaundice.
I think they're respecting the fact. Oh, sorry, you go ahead.
No, they're respecting the fact of what?
I think they're respecting the fact that Jaundice is a very well-versed Lee Sin player. I mean, we saw his already, but like, if he gets the opportunity to play Lee Sin,
and then we see the
just rough.
And we see the Silver ban coming in against Sir Everett's. Really good ban for DBP. Really focusing down that bot lane. And Legend on Tap is hovering this Poppy ban against don't ban Poppy. So just ban Poppy.
This is where it gets rough. You know, the Vi did really well in the jungle as well. We see the Poppy ban come up out. The Vi did well in the jungle. The Ari did well. So it's like you can't ban every champion. And if they just pick some up and they rerun it again, I mean, how do you execute differently against that team comp? And I don't know. Because don't ban Poppy just played incredibly well.
And we see the Zillion band away from both Panic at the Top Hat and Euromos really targeting this bot lane, trying to narrow down and whittle down that bot lane roster here. And then the Ezreal being banned away from Don't Ban Poppy. And then we see the Sion being first picked by Don't Ban Poppy. Really good performance by Guy Fieri. Let's see if he can pull this one off again with the Pain Train.
Agreed.
Really exciting first pick Sion.
I think we see the Sion again. I think maybe you get the Yorick. I think Yorick is a counter to Sion.
Now we see I'm curious to see what account comes into counter it. And as we speak, we see the Fiora pick onto Sion, which is actually not a bad pick into Sion because you can parry that CC and turn that into a stun for herself and getting that percent health true damage with the heal. Really looking to dance around that Sion.
Yeah, and that'll be huge. That's going to be saving grace in this, is that you're able to do so much. And we see the comfort pick for Sir Everett's the Tristana again. Let's see if DBP picks up the Ari and the Ezreal like they did last time, or if they try something different. I wouldn't expect anything different. I would kind of expect them to just say, yeah, we kind of took what we did last time and made it better. There's the Vi pickup.
There's a buy pickup actually for Frontlash again. Really good performance by Frontlash as well on that buy. So pretty excited to see what Frontlash can bring to the table again. And then we see go to the next pick.
I can foresee this being Ari if they either give up Ezreal or Ari here.
I think they picked their bot lane here, and they picked the
Really?
Zoe actually for.
Pike.
Not quite sure.
Pike. It's Pike.
Oh, it's Pike. So that's actually a Pike support coming in for Symphonia. That's actually Symphonia's main support, I believe. So, and he does really well on that Pike. So I'm very excited to see that Pike. And we see the Vigar coming in for Panic at the Top Hat. One of his better known champions other than the Vel'Koz. And then we see the second round picks.
I think here this is where you're gonna see the Ari ban. There it is.
Yep, there's the Ari ban.
It wouldn't surprise me if Don't Ban Poppy ends up.
Interesting Ari ban after DBP already picked Zoe.
It is not Zoe, it's Pike.
That's Pike? I'm so dumb.
Yeah, it's Pike.
Was not paying attention. Look at me. Look at me.
Braum.
Bruh. Yeah,
Braum
that's.
being wet.
I think the
ban.
Braum ban is a very smart ban on the side of Don't Ban Poppy, especially because it synergizes so well with the Tristana. So I'm gonna be looking to see who they pair up with the Tristana now, because
We could see a Tarek pick if they don't get banned.
could. You
And then
very
we
well
see the
could see.
Lysandra ban coming in against DBP. Don't want to see Lysandra, especially against the Vigar. And then we see the Alistar ban banned away from Uramoose. Although it's a cow and Uramoose is a moose, so I don't know how that synergizes, but that's alright.
Good enough. Ooh. Okay, this could be
Legend of-
interesting.
Legend on tap looking for this Thresh here.
That could be interesting.
Let's see if Uramoose can pull off the point and click death sentence. So, and the Thresh is locked in. Could be a good pickup for Legend on tap. And we see the Misfortune pick. One of Fudgy did his comfort champions.
Ooh, Misfortune picked up. Misfortune
then we-
pairs with Pike.
And then we see the
Ooh.
Fizz coming in for Jaundice, I believe.
This is spicy.
Now I'm excited to see how the Fizz plays against the Vigar. I believe he can't play full Trickster through the baby cage, so he's gonna have to play around that baby cage. Once that baby cage is down, Vigar has no escapes and can just get bursted down. And is that a Volibear?
No,
It's
no,
a
no.
Xin Zhao.
it is
It's a
not.
Xin
It is-
Zhao, not
Jesus.
Volibear.
It's Xin Zhao, guys. Calm down. They're not breaking out the Thunder Bear.
Dude,
I
Although it
remember when
would've
that
been
champ was
exciting
OP.
It would be so exciting to see a Thunder Bear, but it's a Xin Zhao, not a Volibear.
Way back in
Freaking
season 3 when that
Shogun.
champ was relevant. Or whenever he came out.
Rest in peace, Volibear.
You will be missed
Dude.
like Trundle.
Trundle is a troll anyways, who cares? He's just a troll.
Yeah, we can force them on the Thunder Bear. PML, CS admins, where you at?
You called out. Where's he at?
CS admin, where are you?
Rule and force them, they have to play Volibear.
Dude, but like Volibear isn't even that bad. I mean, he's not great, but like he's just
Alright,
He's like, meh.
he's there. He exists.
now let's think about team comps a little bit. What do you think about each of the team comps? Being the color caster person.
I'm you know, I think what I'm gonna be looking for most and what I'm most interested to see is this how Misfortune and Pike pair together. This isn't a lane that I've seen nor have I experienced, but the Q to E combo would be super good when trying to set up for MF ult. So that could be a huge, like, that could just be absolutely monstrous.
I'm looking at the MVP vote from last game too. Just if you guys want to do a quick analysis of this real quick while it's on the stream. I didn't pull it up before the stream ended last time.
So
Alright, sounds good.
looks like Bear pulled up the MVP, and we see Jaundice just barely squeaking ahead of
John
of
Dick
Guy
the third.
Fieri. Juan Dick the third. But I expect this game to see something similar. You know, we saw Guy Fieri last game do incredibly well on this Scion. I'm interested to see how the playstyle changes for Jaundice, because Ari has a bit more of a hard engage with her charm to full combo. Kind of with Fizz, you have to hope you hit your fish, and then you can Trickster to full combo. So it's just a matter of, can you hit your fish? And if so, is it like, are
But
you
if
in a
he's
position to follow up?
If he hits a fish though, if it's an enemy squishy, that squishy is dead.
Oh, absolutely.
There's literally no questions about it. It amplifies magic damage as well from Fizz, so
Yeah.
amplifies the Playful Trickster, the Tridestone Strident, and the Q. I forgot what that one's called. But it boosts damage from all of that. So if he gets the fish, maybe Vigar can protect himself with a cage. But for
Right.
example, Sir Everett is not going to be able to survive. Being the ADC is not going to survive with that fish, unfortunately. Then we
Right.
see. Let's see if Pike actually takes the ignite.
That's what I want to see. Is if you put Ignite on Pike, that champion just additionally becomes so much more like damaging and so much stronger. But it looks
However,
like-
I do see the benefit of taking exhaust on Pike. However, because if you have enough damage anyways, you get the slow onto the enemy, and you get a free ultimate because they can't as easily run away from your skill check. Because it still execute in an X. And if you miss that, that's no bueno.
yeah. But I mean,
So
an
I
X,
could see the benefit on it.
yeah, and I also think it's smart to take it, like you said, not only because it gets you the bonus gold, but it'll also get your teammates a bonus gold. So if you're able to stack that bonus gold with your teammates, you know, let's say for example you want to get your AD going for, I don't know. Let's just use the example of an Ezreal. It's not an Ezreal in this case, but if we are using an Ezreal,
And we see the
If you
ignite
do-
coming in for Pike, by the way. We see the ignite.
there we go. But if you want to get the gold onto your Ezreal, just as an example, it's so much easier as Pike to take exhaust. And since Ezreal is a very gold hungry AD, that's nice. But Misfortune, her items are 80 items are still somewhat expensive, but they're not as expensive. So it's still gonna be nice to get her the bonus gold and kind of get her going ahead, snowballing.
Yeah, I do agree. With in terms of team comps analysis, who do you think is gonna take the game too?
See, this is where it gets interesting. I'm gonna say don't ban Poppy takes it. I have a lot of faith in them because they have a very good front line in Scion, and if Vi decides to build Bruiser,
Will my
That'll
PC
be-
crap itself? Round 2.
in
They have a
the
really-
Vi and
Sorry.
no, you're good. But like you don't see that on the side of Legends on Tap. Like can Xin Zhao match the tankiness? Like Fiora may be able to be a quick tank killer, but like is that going to be enough? Like, are the carries going to be able to take care of the Fiora and the Tristana and the Veigar? Because Veigar is eventually just going to get a press R and delete button. So if Don't Ban Poppy can end it in the early game, I'll say early to mid game, but if it gets to late game, I would be very hesitant to discount Legends on Tap. With Veigar, and Tristana getting into the late game, I think are much better than the Fizz and the Misfortune.
Okay, so what I'm thinking here, the DBP's win condition is to get those picks especially onto the squishies like Sir Everett's or Panic at the Top Hat with the Vi ultimate, the Pike, the Fizz, the Misfortune, the Guy Fieri, but making these picks on caught out targets when it's not 5v5, but catching like 2 to 3 teammates, making it 3v5, 2v5. I think those kind of fights, they do excel. However, what Legends on Tap has is what they have, what Sign was able to do with the split push and with the demolish and taking down towers. Now Fiora is able to do that as well. Fiora being well known for split pushing, being able to outduel most top laners, and being able to just be a constant threat, being able to split top lane. Fiora is actually Account's main champion, so I'm actually very excited to see that as well in the top lane, as well as Tristana's ability to take down towers as well, and then being able to escape with Thresh Lanterns when they're in trouble, or Veigar being able to peel for himself using the baby cage. I think they have a more of a objective control kind of team comp, but I do actually want to give it to Legend on Tap this game.
Interesting. I think a lot of it ultimately is going to come down to jungle pressure. Are you going to have your Vi doing the same bold strats that she did last game? Where she was able to kind of shove up and get ahead, or are you gonna have the Xin Zhao go ahead and be able to stop that and actually kind of retract it and reverse it, where he's able to kind of put that pressure and able to come around for some of these like behind the back ganks and be able to knock them up and get these early kills onto their carries as well. So that to me is like that's the big thing. It's like who's gonna come out on top in terms of jungle pathing.
On Tap.
Now Legend on Tap, actually this time they don't have a Silas jungle, they have a Xin Zhao jungle. I don't play jungle a lot, so correct me if I'm wrong, chat. However, I think Xin Zhao, especially with the Hail of Blades, with the 3-hit proc passive, not passive, his 3 proc Q, I believe that Xin Zhao has a better early pressure than Silas was ever being able to put out, which means trading as Vi will be a lot more difficult into the jungle. And now we see it go into the game, and let's pause at 10 seconds.
Go into 10.
It's pause at 10.
I'm getting there.
Don't make your client crash, please.
See, it's working.
Pray for us.
9.
Pray for us.
10. Okay.
Matt, are you there? Hello? Hello, color caster,
Did
sir?
we lose Matt?
Do we lose our color caster? Hello? I'm by myself. Oh no. Unless Bear is talking too, then I'm not allowed.
I can help.
Yay, okay.
Don't worry. Okay, we're at 10 seconds. I can play on go. So 3, 2, 1, and go.
Alright, so we're seeing we're actually the ping's coming on to just the bush in the bot side.
Wow. 5 point from DBP, and it looks like a invade with the Thresh team. Legend on Tap.
Legend on Tap. It's actually just a anti-cheese with that.
I was gonna say they can maybe catch out anyone that's roaming by to ward this pixel bush. They're gonna wait patiently and wait for someone to approach it. They might get spooked and end up fanning out to their lanes, but we'll see what happens. This could be interesting. There are pinks coming out onto that bush. They have no idea they're there though. They could be suspecting that based on watching past games, doing some research. They might have seen this before and know what to expect. Very smart pinks coming out by the side of blue side. Ooh.
And going pings coming out.
They
And
could be not aware at all. They could be just pings randomly on the map. Is that Mr. Matt back?
Hey, we're back. Sorry.
What up? What up? No worries. No worries.
I ended up getting a call that I had to take.
No worries, dude. Getting into the heat of the action here. Last time kill was at 2 minutes. Can we get an earlier kill this time? Probably not.
Just standard bot lane leash from DBP and a standard top lane leash from Legend on Tap. Nothing too exciting here.
Huh.
And we just see some little bit of trading going around. Not too big though, however. Oh, the Legend MK coming on to Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri has to flash out. Great early gank by Legend MK. Now, our count on the Fiora can actually maintain that pressure in the top lane. There's a big wave actually in the top lane for Guy Fieri. So Fiora can't trade as easily because of that huge wave that's crashing towards Fiora. Count's gonna look for it anyways. Takes some minion aggro, but actually de-aggroes the minions by stepping far away. Good trading by Fiora. Hooks come in from Symphonia onto Uramus, but the bomb comes out onto Symphonian, so not much trading going on, but Symphonian gets to heal it all back.
Yeah. These early trades are going to be very important to who's going to be demonstrating their lane dominance and allowing the
Uramus missed a play. Unfortunate.
Yeah, there just needs to be a lot of early pressure. And we see the Xin Zhao looking to come to the bot.
Oh, Xin Zhao coming down to bot lane. Fudgy Ditter has to flash out. Nice heal coming in from Fudgy Ditter. Great early pressure. First blood coming in for Thresh. Misfortune looking for that kill onto Sir Everett, but Sir. Flashes in for.
Oh no! They're gonna die!
But they're diving, but MF is gonna take down Legends MK on the Xin Zhao.
That is so tragic for Xin.
Frontlash is looking for the counter gank, but nothing much happens from the counter gank. That dive was just a little too much, and the parry comes out from a cow and whacks away at Guy Fieri, getting several vitals down, getting Guy Fieri down almost to half health. But he's still a tank.
That is the saddest thing ever.
Hey Bear, just an aside. People are asking to fix the champ order.
Fix the what?
Fix the champ order.
Oh no, screw them.
Oh, that's. I don't know if you're gonna say that because it's Kaligi. It is.
A huge wave is coming towards Fiora right now.
Nice. I only saw Kaligi's. I apologize, Luda.
I put them in Fibonacci order.
Why is recalling the bush?
Jesus.
Seeing if their Legend on Tap's bot lane will step up, but they won't.
So yeah, we're starting to see a little bit of, some farm differential. Nothing major has presented itself yet. Bot lane is the largest at 9. But
however, Fudgy Ditter does still have a kill with the Misfortune, so actually Misfortune is gold.
Also, side note, shout out to Panic at the Top Hat picking the Leprechaun skin. Recently being St. Patty's Day. Shout outs.
Account's doing a good job trying to zone Guy Fieri away from the wave. And looking on to trade with Guy Fieri, and nice parry coming in from Guy Fieri, and Account whacks away Guy Fieri again.
Oof.
Fiora just out-trades Guy Fieri thanks to the vitals. Frontlash, however, is looking on the gank onto Account. Account steps out too far. The parry is still down. So the ball breaker comes into Account, and Account tries to grand challenge the Frontlash, but the Frontlash takes down Account. Great gank by the Vi.
Agreed. Vi is one of those champions that has very, Vi isn't the easiest champion to play. Her mechanics seem very straightforward up front, but in terms of actual mechanical prowess, she can be a pretty difficult champion. It's really well pulled off.
On
the
Make
side
It
of
Rain comes
Frontlash.
down to a hook misses onto Uramus, and Uramus also misses the hook on Symphonian. So both hooks misses.
I'm gonna be honest. That Symphonian hook looked like it skirted by and Thresh felt the blade against his bony face. Ooh.
There's a huge wave coming onto bot lane. Pudgy Ditters might be able to poke and get a double out, but Uramus is now stepping up, trying to find a hook. Fizz going into Panic at top hat a little bit, trying to get some pressure.
Very good disengage there. We see the
baby
fight start to
face
run.
comes down to Jaundice. And the TP comes in from Guy Fieri. Legends MK is in trouble. Jaundice gets the kill onto Legends MK. And Sion comes in against Ponic at the top hat. Great roam by both the Sion and the Pike. Legend MK does take down the Fizz with the tower. But great double kill coming in from Jaundice.
Absolutely, and we see some trading going on in the bot side. We see Sir Everett's losing the trade to Fudgy Ditter. Maybe in terms of health, but in terms of sustainability, in terms of mana sustainability, he's up. But Sir Everett at this point, probably just back, down so much health, not able to do anything.
Guy Fieri looking for that hook onto Fiora. He hooks the Fiora. Vi secures the dragon, the Infernal Dragon, and Sibonia is actually caught out here. Budgie Ditter takes down Sir Everett with the double up. And then Account takes down Symphonia. Got caught out in the Dragon Pit. Very unlucky.
Rather unfortunate, but
John is looking for the engage onto Uramus, but Uramus is just gonna walk away.
I think we're seeing a little bit of what happened last game. We see the same jungle problem arising. The Vi getting that capability to do what Vi does. So
what is going on? I went downstairs for chips and there's already 8 kills at 8 minutes and an Infernal Drake taken.
Yeah, you missed a lot there, Junior. You missed a lot.
Sum up what's gone on so far while we're in this downtime.
So there's been some interesting teleports, some interesting team fights. Misfortune's 2-0, and Kaligi for MVP.
Misfortune
got that. Misfortune got a solo kill onto Sir Everett, and then a nice TP turn by Guy Fieri and roam turn by Pike actually saved Jaundice and helped Jaundice get a double kill.
I will have to rewatch that. Damn. Let's see what's happening now. What are they trying to do?
There's a huge wave coming into top lane. That's actually really good for Sion. So
the Fizz E is down.
The Fizz burned down the Playful Trickster, and Fizz takes down Jaundice with that with the ultimate. Click R and win, right? But Legend MK being traded with Frontlash. Frontlash is close to being taken down, and the baby cage misses onto Frontlash.
That cage definitely
he phase rushed through the cage. That Vi skin OP.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that Wraith?
That was an interesting. Pretty sure that Vi just straight up walked through baby cage. NBD, but
where's PMA LGS replay?
Looking at Flash Hughes, Fudgy Ditter, and Fudgy Ditter. Oh, the ultimate comes down, but Uramus flashes away.
Where's the replay admin or the referee when you need them? That was a questionable baby cage that she just walked through. I'm still thinking back to that Vi.
Oh, the hook onto the baby cage, but Symphony gets out. Sir Everett's in a precarious place. Project Dinner takes down Sir Everett before getting taken down by the bomb. Sky Fury looking to trade with a Count, but a Count's just gonna just stay there. Yeah, play the winning wave. Do the thing.
This has very much been a very bloodbath game, and not aired but series. I have nothing wrong with that. I actually prefer it, and it does a lot for allowing us to.
It's Clown Fiesta. Where's the mime siesta when we need it?
But like, what's most important to note about this is we see where a lot of the deaths and like where the deaths are and the kills are laying.
Oh, Fiora is looking to fight with the Guy Fieri. Great challenge comes out, and Guy Fieri is going to get taken down. Questionable flash by Guy Fieri. Panic at the top hat being in a pretty precarious predicament, and Fizz dives Vigar for that kill. Great dive by Jaundice here.
Poor Matt can't get a word, and these teams will not allow it.
Yeah,
we'll keep making
sad,
plays.
But that's okay.
Poor Vigar though. Vigar's cages has not been hitting it where it should have been. The hitboxes are OP, am I right, everybody? And Vi finds Legends in his jungle, but however it gets backup from the Fiora. But now Vi is just looking to secure their red buff.
Although it looks sort of grim for Veigar, he is ahead in farm. He will outscale the Fizz eventually. Even though Fizz can E over his cage, Veigar will get tanky enough, especially with the Zanyas, to survive the Fizz burst. So, as long as Veigar is able to get on someone else other than Fizz, or even Fizz when his E is down, he'll still be one-shotting people later on.
Oh, and then the Scion ultimate comes in and does nothing.
Interesting.
But the Fizz is looking for the dive onto a Count. But Fizz is gonna have to Q out of there, taking too much damage from a Count. Fizz is just looking to recall now.
Yeah, it was a very interesting play. Trying to go that deep for that.
The Grand Challenge comes out from a Count. Now the Fizz comes out and tries to kill a Count, and Guy Fieri takes down a Count. Great. Nice decision by Fizz to stay there, but the Infernal Drake, they come contesting the Infernal Drake. Vi gets taken down. The MF ult, the bullet time comes out, but not enough to kill them. And Xin Zhao takes down MF. The baby case is going to help kill the Pike. This is a bloodbath of the game, boys.
21 kills at 14 minutes.
TP comes in from Fiora. Fiora's looking to defend that top tower. The first tower does not go down. Legend on top is looking to secure that mid first tower right here. And they will, I think, get it here.
These two teams refuse to get an ounce of they refuse to give an ounce of pressure up. They just will continue to press these, like, press the right click forward. They don't know what backwards means. Go ahead,
This
Matt.
is what I was talking.
Hey, as a quick aside, shout out to Jingo PMA, 5 months for the Twitch Prime. Thank you. The oof on that Scion, yeah, I agree. But we're at a very interesting point in this game where there's a lot of, on the side of Don't Ban Poppy, there's a lot of even kill distribution and even death distribution with the exception of the Pike. And when we look at a lot of the kills are funneled into their jungler and their mid laner. And a lot of the deaths, you know, they don't, and that's where a lot of the deaths fall as well. But when you're putting your gold on your champions that are going to carry you, like, that's kind of what you need to do with as lot in this situation, is like, you can't be allowing, you know, these other champions to get it. The only thing I would like to see is maybe a little more kill participation from the Tristana, because Tristana can get huge.
However, I do want to note here that this is what I was talking about in terms of, and we see the trade on to top lane, Perry comes out, but not much happens. some trading comes up in top lane. Sin Sao is looking for the Scion right here. He's ganking on Scion. Scion has to do something to get out. But he ults, but the Legend MK on the Sin Sao just blocks away. And then Legend MK on a rampage.
Run down, Guy Fieri.
And Fizz looking for Panic at the top hat. Baby K comes out, but the Zonia comes in, so the fish doesn't finish him off. Great Zonia by Panic at the top hat. And then a nice hook onto the Misfortune. Unfortunately, Misfortune could not get out. Sir Everett's gets the kill on the bot lane.
All these trade kills. Oh, sorry. Can I just say something? All these trade kills are beneficial for the side of Lot, though. They have the scaling Veigar. They have the scaling Tristana, who gets range over the time of the game.
We see a potential pick onto the Xin Sao. They find the Xin Sao. Great stun by Symphonian. Great cook. But the Lantern saves Legends MK. Great Lantern by Euromoose there. Saving the Xin Sao. Even saving the GA.
Yeah, and that's really important, is that he's going to be able to...
Oh, the Fizz Playful Strixer's out of the baby cage and finds Veigar, gets the shutdown gold. Great Lantern again by Euromoose, getting Tristana out of the Symphonian, the Pike Qs.
I do like the very high pressure style coming from DBP. They are preventing the scaling team. Even if they're giving up a few kills, they're preventing them from getting the minions they need. They're taking them out of these lanes. They're not getting experience. They're not leveling up to their scaling potential. Even if they both die, the only problem is they'll hit that point anyway as long as they don't lose their turrets. And as you see, they've only lost one top turret.
And the count is being caught out here by Frontlash and Guy Fieri here. Almost takes down the Vi, but as we say, Tristana is now on a killing spree. And kills a Misfortune. The great hook by Symphonian, but not much happens. And then the fish comes out onto Tristana, but Tristana gets saved by Legends MK. Great job by the bot lane, and well played, getting that pale that they need, the positioning that they need. So great job on their bot lane.
Yeah, and something that I wanted to make note of was that it was really important that they saved the GA there, because had they engaged on that fight, which they didn't, but had they gone in, being able to keep Legends around for the second half of that fight would have been very crucial to how that fight could have played out. And it's all hypothetical.
Bullet time comes in by Misfortune, doing a good amount of damage. And Vi steals the dragon, and then the ultimate comes out from Pike. Not enough damage to take down the enemy champion. And then a double kill comes in from Veigar, but still double Infernal Drake secured for Dome Band Poppy. As Bear Jr. has previously stated, Dome Band Poppy has done a great job applying pressure, even if it means giving up a few kills. And the ultimate comes in from Guy Fieri. Not much happens from it, though.
Yeah, Fizz ends up going down there early. That's why they lost that fight, because he had to E the... I'm pretty sure he E'd over the Dragon Wall. I could be wrong.
They're taking down the Rift Herald as we speak by Cal and Legends MK. I think they secured that Rift Herald. Oh no, they do not. They know. Dome Band Poppy knows that they're trying to take the Rift Herald, so they had to back off. They're looking for a pick around. Oh, they find a.
Oh no!
The Thresh almost got killed by Fizz, but gets out just in time. And as I was saying about Legend on top, though, like I was saying in the loading screen, Legend on top's win condition, they're playing well with the win conditions. The Tristana, the Fiora, the Xin Sao's early pressure is what they need in order to take down objectives, and that's what they're planning to do, so that Veigar and Tristana can scale. But as we speak, the Guy Fieri takes down bot lane tower. Oh, Yuri was being caught out by the fish. I don't know if that's the right target that he wanted to catch.
He hooked his own Tristana.
The Pike ultimate takes down Thresh, however.
I think we found by Tautus when he's after Scotch.
Bullet time comes in, takes Legends MK and Sir Everest down to half health. Now we know. Jaundice takes down the Tristana, just like a Fizz would as an assassin. Jaundice looking for Legends, but doesn't matter. Baby Cage comes in and kills Jaundice. Oh, Fizz goes in and tries so hard, but gets destroyed by the Vigar. Guy Fieri looking to trade with Fiora a little bit. He has the minion wave for it, but not really much gonna happen anyways.
Yeah. Now that we have a little bit of downtime, we can actually talk about some stuff while they're not fighting. So we're seeing a significant CS differential developed starting in the jungle in favor of DBP. About 23 CS up. Really good. But unfortunately, Xin Zhao has just snowballed with kills and assists. So he's going to be a force to be reckoned with and has a bounty on his head. In mid lane, we see actually the inverse, where the lead is being developed for the Veigar, which is good so that I can get him his scaling. Bot lane has a huge CS differential in favor of Misfortune. Like, that's 30-something CS, and that's just crazy. So
the vision, they're trying to maintain the vision control for Domban Poppy onto the Baron, so that Legend on Tap doesn't take the Baron.
Right. And speaking of vision, the absolute dominance on the side of Don't Ban Poppy in terms of what is being placed and like what their vision scores are, ridiculous.
Ping's coming in onto the Baron. Don't Ban Poppy's looking for the collapse onto Uramus and Legends MK. Legends MK gets caught by the fist. Nice ultimate by Xin Zhao, but the bullet time comes in from the Misfortune and Tristana takes down the Vi. Anyways, the teleport comes in from a cow. The cow's looking for the grand challenge onto Jaundice. Panic at the top half, gets another kill onto Fudgy Ditters. This is looking really bad for Don't Ban Poppy. Great turn by Legends on Tap. Now Guy Fieri's in a predicament. He's gonna go down to the Fiora as well, and that's an ace from Legends on Tap. And I think they will take down the Baron right here. And the Baron's gonna be started up right here by Legends on Tap.
We see the quick turnaround from Legends on Tap to just make everything happen. And they just kind of pulled the trigger as quickly as they needed to, and everything just went so well in their favor. You know, we talk about how this entire game has been it's been Don't Ban Poppy dominance, but how the fights have been favorable for Legends on Tap, totally because this is what they need. It's like, hey, pick these fights, get them out of lane, and play to your conditions. But like at the same point, these fights have been favorable. The only real difference is the dragon pressure and potentially the ultimate map pressure that's going to be put on by Don't Ban Poppy, and that's going to be what potentially is going to end this game.
Jaundice looks for the Thresh, but Thresh has to flash away. Legends MK throwing a fish onto Xin Zhao. Not much damage is going to be taken though by the Xin Zhao. Fizz looking to go and Playful Trickster out. Grand Challenge comes in onto Jaundice. He pops the Zonia's. And the cow gets a kill and it gets an AoE heal from the ultimate. This is looking really bad for Don't Ban Poppy.
Yeah, a lot has finally found their footing after a little bit of slipping in the early game. Now we're getting the mid-late game and they're like, all right.
Now, I would love to see a little, and the pick comes in onto Guy Fieri as we speak.
Take it!
In, but it doesn't matter.
Oh!
Follows Guy Fieri with the hook, but he's by himself, so it doesn't really matter. But that was really cool to watch.
Sounds like, hey, look, I got a pet.
Follows him like a pet. And the mid tower goes down from Dome Band Poppy. Guy Fieri tries to get away, and he does.
Yoramu's he's saying, "Come back here, master." Sticks to Scion like glue.
Scion is a pet.
Thresh is the pet.
Oh, Thresh is the pet. You're right.
Actually, he's the one with the leash. I don't know.
Yeah, he's the one with the leash. That's what I was thinking.
He's got a runaway pet.
He's got a runaway pet.
Scion's a bull.
Scion is.
That'd be a cool skin, a bull Scion.
Oh, totally. Anyways, now we see a ping onto the mid lane. I don't know what that's about. But great use of Baron by Legend on Tap. And then we see a little bit of a kind of like a fight. Well, no, not really. I lied. I'm a liar. Liar, pants on fire. And we see a little bit of grouping into the mid lane.
Yeah, just a
Guy Fieri trying to defend against the Baron minions. But a Count, you see, is splitting top lane, creating that top lane pressure, and the fish misses.
Point blank Scion ult.
But Legends MK going in on against everybody on the enemy team, and the bullet time comes out, but not much damage comes in because of the Zinsao ult. But Tristana double kill. Vygar gets another kill. Triple kill coming in from Tristana. Is this a quadra kill coming? And that is not a quadra kill. And Fizz actually takes down Tristana with the ignite. Rip Tristana, but
also rip this turret.
Yeah, rip that turret. Exactly.
They're gonna get this. They're gonna get this and the inhibitor. They might be able to get. And they don't have enough minions.
The GG well played coming early from a cow. That's so BM. He might regret it. The game is definitely not over yet, and he just said GG well played in the chat. We will see if that comes to bite him in the butt.
Yeah, I mean right now
only time will tell.
Still pretty BM.
Yeah, I agree. It's a very
10k gold difference coming in for Legend on Taps, however.
The mind games are being played. Or he might have truly thought they could end with 8-second death timers and both Nexus turrets still up. But the world will never know.
Yeah.
And they're looking. Legend on Tap is looking for that reset right now. Good decisions right there.
Yeah.
Gotta say, these point blank Scion ults were really clutch. Unfortunate they couldn't come away with that team fight win, but he split the fight beautifully.
Agreed.
Now we see just some vision clearing onto their own jungle from Dome Band Poppy.
It was actually kind of funny. Scion gets whacked into the enemy team right in front of Sir Everett's by the Zinzao ult, and Sir Everett's is probably like, "What the fuck, mate? Why'd you send Scion after me? That's Thresh's job to reel him in. Don't send his pet after me." What is this Drake coming up? Is that a?
I think it's an ocean.
It is an ocean.
That's an ocean, yeah. I hate these portraits for Dragon that throw me off. Makes it look like Infernal every time.
Every Dragon's Infernal Dragon. Oh, Conqueror proc.
The wet noodle Fiora.
But however, bot lane tower, as we speak, is being taken out, and now the inhibitor is going down. The Scion ult coming down. Pain Train coming in, only getting Legends MK, however, and not the target that you want.
Ooh.
The bullet time comes into a huge bullet time coming in. Fizz takes down Tristana. The Vygar is still on the back, but taken down by Frontlash. Fizz now looking to pick off some champions. Guy Fieri is just whacking away in his undead form.
I think at this point, you know, the minions this might just be winions.
Yeah, there's three super minions, 3 waves of super minions coming in towards the bin. They have to do something here. Their Legend MK is gonna get taken down.
Pyke's ult. Pyke's ult. Yeah. 714.
Gets taken down by Pyke.
Kill that BMer.
I guess nail the BMers, but the Fizz Zonia's and Playful Trickster and tries to do something but gets taken down by Yoramus.
Clean slap, dude. Clean slap.
GG well played gets met with a 700 gold shutdown right to Pike. That is not what you want to see. But the Nexus is exposed. But how many solo queue games have you seen come down to one hit on the Nexus and then you just run it down mid after you won a team fight, after the enemy team BMs you a little bit?
Oh, that...
I've seen probably 2 out of 100, but it happens.
And then blue team, Legend on top, being able to secure that Ocean Drake, especially because they have to defend against all these super minions. Oh wow, I've been speaking a lot today. Oh my gosh.
Gotta say, at least in Account's defense, he didn't say GG idiots. He didn't say bad game. He didn't say good luck on your next one, scum. He said GG well played. So that is showing some respect.
And then the Baron, as we speak, Baron is being taken down by Legend on tap. I don't think anyone can contest it, however. Yeah, he just gets hooked and Vi tries to flash in, but nothing really happens. That was a good attempt by Vi, however. The fish comes down, the desperate fish.
I got rid of the shit.
So we have a question. We have a question in chat that says, why would he say any of that in regards to what?
How do I get the scoreboard back? I just got rid of it somehow.
Yeah, there you go.
And John is trying to find the pick onto Panic at the top.
I locked it out.
Comes in and gets a double kill onto Fudgy and Vigar. Account looking to get the Symphonian. Double kill onto Symphonian.
And that's the game.
Triple kill onto the Fiora. And GG well played. Legend on top taking game 2 like I predicted.
I
don't know what happened to the scoreboard. There it is. There it is.
My predictions are OP, dude. My predictions.
I went O2.
I said that Don't Ban Poppy will win game 1 and Legend on Top will win game 2, and I got both.
GG well played. Kaligi is now true MVP in first place with his team. Just gotta point that out.
Jesus.
Kaligi MVP. I guess Kaligi's always MVP.
And let me change this to.
But in all honesty, who do you think wins MVP this game?
Kaligi. I don't know. In all honesty, I wasn't watching too closely. You guys choose.
So I want to either give it to. I'm having a debate right now. I want to either give it to.
Hold on, damage charts first. Damage charts.
Damage charts.
Let me change. I have to get the. Hold on, I'm new to this. There we go. Movie time. You got advanced detail. Let's look at the scoreboard first. Wait, scoreboard. Does KDAs mean anything? Probably not. Let's go to stats. Graphs? I love graphs. I don't like the stat numbers. I can't read. But we see Xin Zhao coming out with most damage. You gotta say, Legends just climbed to Diamond on this champion. Why was it left open for him? Who will ever know? But he's doing 26k, more than his Tristana, more than his Fiora, more than his scaled Veigar with like 10 kills. And more than the MF who had some clutch ults all fight, and the fit, like, damn, that's a lot of damage. I gotta give it to Legends there.
I do have to give it to Legends as well. Just because of the amount of pressure that he was able to bring on top lane, the mid lane, getting the Veigar scaling, getting the Fiora fed, getting the bot lane ahead, just bringing overall great global presence, but with the Xin Zhao. So I have to give it to Xin Zhao as well. However, I do want to give an honorable mention. No, wait, before I give the honorable mention, can you go to the Excel? Oh, can you give me the KD again, please?
Hold on, I was just looking at self-mitigated damage by Sion, 49k. Riot, nerf shields, please. Alright, we're back to KDAs. Yeah, 11, 3, and 23 by Legends. I think it's safe to say it's got to be either him or Uramus at this KP amount.
Yeah, it's 34 KP coming from Legends MK. That's a lot. I also do want to give a shout out to Uramus, however, not just because of the KP, but the amount of times that Yurmus was able to save Tristana with the lantern multiple times, and also saving Fizz, and just so many good lanterns coming in from Yuramus. So I do also want to give an honorable mention to Yuramus, but I still have to give the MVP to Legends.
Okay, Guy Fieri's gonna hop in place for MVP Game 1 for John Dick III because John Dick went to John Bed.
So Guy Fieri will fill in.
Yep.
Thank goodness, because I want to talk to him. Although I do love.
Let's go to player of the game. Hello, hello, hello.
What's up, nerd?
Hello, hello, hello.
Already 7 votes for Legends MK, by the way.
Oh yeah,
No
if it wasn't
votes for anyone
Legends, then people are trolling.
Where'd Mr. Matt go? Is he gone?
He didn't hop in yet.
He changed lobbies. Where'd he go?
Where'd he go? I can.
Drag
How do
him.
you do it?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Your mom.
Wait.
Wait,
He's not on
he's
Discord.
not on Discord anymore.
Rip.
Wait, is it his video too?
He's a caster. That's my. I'm on
Wait.
stream. I'm
So-
streaming.
Wait, is this
Before we go,
but it was just an interview with the whatchamacallit, MVPs, not captains.
All right,
this works out
Legends.
well.
Legends Game 2 MVP. Get in here if you're listening.
this works
And-
out well because Frank and I had a wager on this match that the winner would buy the other one a case of beer at PMALCS Live. So what it comes down to is we probably just gonna have to both buy each other.
So now you fight to the death at PMASCS Live.
Oh, I thought it was we split a case, but you know we can both buy case.
That works too. We will share beer in Dallas.
It's gonna be
it's not
the
gonna be
Mountain
none of
versus
that.
Oberon, round 2.
Not gonna be that dirty natty ice.
Oh fuck no, dude. Shit, that shit sucks.
Isn't
We're out
it?
of college now.
Yo, great games. Great games.
Yeah,
gotta
great
say.
games.
It was a good series.
Those are really fun to watch. Not gonna lie.
Red
So-
side, best side, apparently.
Any initial first thoughts from both of y'all from just stuff that stuck out during the game before we have any questions?
We entered way too hard game 2, and then they outscared us, and then we lost.
And
Pretty
we
much
have
what
a
happened in game
colleague,
2.
Guy Fieri. How does being the second best top laner feel from Caligatron?
Wait a second. The only champ I've played top lane is Scion. Or, I guess I played a Gnar game.
Yeah, don't flatter him like that. Jeez.
But I actually do want to give a shout out to Guy Fieri. I was so gunning for him as MVP for Game 1. I was like
Thanks, bud.
hardcore, like, please give this man an MVP. Pain Train 2.0, thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, the first big Scion play, I was like, they walked into my queue. What do they want me to do? It was like one of those moments that like Scion players are like, okay, I'll take this.
And then then the Nami came in to follow up with the tidal wave, great tidal wave, by the way, Symphonian. And then follow up with the ultimate, so many knockups, so many, and just locked Legend on tap. So that was pretty good. I guess questions for Legends / I guess Legends on tap. I guess because Panic at the Top is here. Frank is here for some reason.
I'm a captain. Hello.
This is a MVP.
We stopped doing that. I'm only here because Gio had to.
I do what I want.
We'll allow it. We'll allow it.
Yeah, we'll allow it.
You're an MVP
we're,
in our hearts.
We're nicer people. Questionable.
Did someone ask Mike the question? And is an MVP?
Yeah. Yes. Anyways, how did you guys feel about?
Ooh, question for
Big
Frank
Band?
coming in. Kale question mark to Frank. Sorry, I interrupted. I see in chat. Twitch chat comes first.
Kale support is still busted, so I support you.
This is for
Reese.
Frank. This is for Frank. Kale question mark.
Let's ask Mike a question.
Okay, so this was my question. Okay, going back to my original question. Thank you. How did you, after seeing what happened with Game 1, how did you guys go about pick band phase Game 2? How did you what was the mindset going going to game 2. I know I've been in Frank's team before, so I kind of have an idea about how his pick ban strategy works, but I want to hear what Legends think about how he was thinking about the pick ban phase 2.
A major part of our coming back around game 2 was realizing that we left, like, our power picks were left open game 1, and we didn't focus on them at all during game 1, so they left them back up again game 2, and we just jumped on it.
Yeah, I was very surprised that the Vel'Koz was not picked in the first round, and I was like, huh, where's the Vel'Koz?
Crying.
Well, just to kind of a little bit of insight, we knew, like, okay, cool, you can ban a Vel'Koz, but like Frank's always got some other carry-oriented mage that you fall back on. You can't ban him out of mage, but you can ban him out of a supportive style. You can take away the zip, and so that's kind of the way we. It was telling us that we knew what we were gonna get from Frank, essentially.
Good, fair point.
Another question from Caligatron. Caligatron asks, "Why is my Scion the best in the league, guy?"
Is it?
Is it? Is it coming out? Oof. What do you have to say about that, Caligatron? Unbench my Ori top, says Aquatus. Aquatus. Equator?
A coitus?
Aquatus.
Ori top, only if you build Rageblade first item. That passive OP.
Phase rush on hit Ori top. Prove me wrong.
That sounds
Yeah.
Change my mind.
Change my mind. I love it already. Anyways, any more questions from chat? Because I got my share up there.
Bear, do you have real questions to ask?
Me?
Good questions. Roasting
What
the
was
chat.
going through your mind when? Okay, this is for Guy Fieri. What was going through those minds when you left the Xin Zhao available?
Kind of the same idea as with.
The man just climbed a diamond, basically spamming that champ.
Well, it's kind of the same idea with like not taking away of like blowing Rygar or Vel'Koz. It's you can't take away Legends. All of Legends' hard carry picks. He will always have something that he is super good on that he will be more than capable of playing.
But it is more than double the games played than any of his next champs.
I mean, but he's like dude's wicked good on anything, and so blowing a ban there, it doesn't necessarily help us.
No, that's a fair point. I would
to get him off of something he's comfortable.
I would only argue that the amount of MVP votes he's gotten on that champ, just simply looking at his op.gg, it just seems like it's just one of those standouts, you know. But the Silas is as well, like you said, like he's got. It's not like he can't carry on something else.
And I mean, like I'm looking at it right now, the Jax could be the ban. Kha'Zix, he's got a 4-0 KD and Kha'Zix 70% run rate.
But if you look at the amount of
Darvin.
spam of Xin just in a row, like you gotta like. Let me count right now in this streak: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 in a row before it stops once and then it goes again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I am literally scrolling in the OPGG right now, but it's okay.
I think you're getting the point. I think
But like, yeah, I don't know. I was just curious. But that's a fair point.
I mean, banning his Xin Zhao means that they potentially get the Kench, which I know is a good pyramid. Or they potentially get the Sivir, which enables 90% of Frank's comps. Or they get the Zillion, which we already talked about. We don't have to take him off that playstyle. Literally, a Xin Zhao ban does not matter against him. Because he's so good on other shit.
Gotcha.
Like, okay, cool. He's really good at it, and he climbed a diamond. That's awesome. That's great, and I love that for him. But there's still other champions that if we take the Xin Zhao away, he'll just be like, okay.
No, I hear you. I just wanted to know. I was just a little curious.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Any other questions from chat?
Actually, there's a question for Eric. Again, the Tom Kench. It's a question from Uramus. The Tom Kench ban make it seem like you're always planning to play Vi. Did you have another plan if Vi was banned away?
The Tom Kench ban tells us that we were always playing to play pick, not necessarily Vi. We were kind of looking into a lot of those comps. That was the focus of our practice. That and some poke comps, some poke good. And Kench kind of disables all of that. So we knew if we took that away, like, yeah, sure, there are other picks who can play safety to Thresh and Lantern away, but there's counterplay to a Thresh Lantern. There's not counterplay to a Tom Kench eating pick. So.
Well, thank you guys both. You guys both had very hard-fought games, and
Oh yeah,
congrats to
it
each
was
of
a
you
good
for the
series.
wins.
Neither game was really close, but the series was close.
I like, and sorry, Frank, I love roasting you now for some reason. It's just my hobby.
Okay. On stream. What?
One more question.
It's okay. I knew you weren't lying.
The what is it? Legends built GA second on the Zinzao.
Yeah, I was like,
Was-
fuck, that's-
Was that for the purpose of just getting you guys scaled to late game, just making sure he doesn't give up that shutdown goal that he was developing, or is that just the normal rush he does?
Oh no, it's definitely not normal. So like their team is focused on picks, and if their team has to snowball one kill, whether through triumph or whatnot, then you deny it with the GA. Plus that was our only front line, and GA still offers damage.
Do you build, like, this is something I've thought about a lot. When you're buying GA, do you rush the stopwatch first, or do you go a little more gold inefficient, build the whole GA, and then buy a stopwatch after, or not buy it at all? Because sometimes
Ideally-
you don't get the stopwatch use if you don't build the components first.
Yeah. Ideally, you want to start GA with 1900 gold, get the BF and stopwatch. And then if you don't have to use the stopwatch, it's nice to have it as a backup late game, like 35-minute mark.
Yeah, that's a very smart call.
Yeah.
Good buy. Did you? I didn't see Did you end up getting that this time, or did you just buy it straight up?
No, I just bought it straight up. If the game lasted a couple more minutes, maybe like 12 more minutes, if we had to go for another Baron
Yeah.
round, then we'd get the extra stopwatch.
It's interesting item differences, it almost feels bad buying the whole thing right away because you're like, I'm missing out on that 600 gold and the active right away, and it's like I always question myself and hesitate a little in base when I do that. Which is
Yeah.
But I do, like, obviously the GA passive is better than stopwatch just because it automatically goes off. Arguably, it could be some great stopwatch uses can turn the fight as well, and you don't have to. It's a very tough call, I'd say.
Can we talk about Frank stopwatch?
I mean, before we go past that, it's a calculated thought to not take stopwatch into their team, because like we know the MF is not going to deal damage. We know the Fizz is not going to deal damage to Zinzhao through his ult, right? Because you can always position around the Shark with your ult and never take damage from it. So you're really only trying to not die from Vi's ult, followed by like a Fizz combo at the end, in which case you're CC'd the whole time. So there's almost no scenario in that team where I get to use stopwatch.
I guess you could stopwatch the Vile, but then at the tail end of that, they could just Fizz jumps
Yeah.
on you. So yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, there's really not. I don't think a better item to get there. Maybe the Sterix Rush instead, and then get the GA components. But yeah, it is. I liked it. It also adds the fear factor of shit. Do we go on Zinzao? He has a GA, but he's got 1,000 gold on his head. Or is it a bait? It starts the mind games right away, and I like it. And you get more GA uses buying it that early, because even if it goes down, the game goes late enough for you to get it back. So I like that buy. Did you feel it made you lack in damage throughout the mid game?
No, it's quite the opposite. So if you go for Sterix second as a jungler that's ahead, you drop in damage, and now you're offering less. Whereas if you take the BF second, then you're actually pushing your damage up, especially on somebody who scales off AD.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Sterix, until you complete it, and the pickaxe is so expensive, so until you complete the full Sterix, we're way down in damage as an item.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for that answer.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm good.
Chat, you good? Chat, can we cut the stream, chat?
Do it.
All right. I'm
say
cutting the stream. Say your goodbyes. Say your goodbyes.
Yeah, say goodbyes. So it's been a fun stream. Thank you for watching, everybody. This is Super Hoagie, aka Wheels of the Bus, and I think
Mr.
Matt's
Matt.
gone. Mr. Matt's gone.
And Bear Jr. And the rest of them, you guys can say goodbye as well. All right.
Great goodbye.
Got it. The Snorlaxion. All right. Peace, guys.
It's okay.